Yo, I did not expect to be back so soon. So soon, but stuff happens. So it has been it has been a tough day for a tough summer for my son actually. This is going to be a story about Olympic Cards and Comics in Olympia, Washington, which is actually better known as Gabby's. This is one of the greatest stores ever, one of the most welcoming stores ever, one of the kindest stores ever. Everybody's accepted there, and the lurkers are on me. That didn't take long. I did get some good finds. So Gabby's owned this shop since like 1978 or something. It's a massive like massive like house, but is converted into a store. And every night of the week, they've got role-playing games going on. And on Wednesday nights, they have Dungeons and Dragons Adventurers League, which is a good introduction to Dungeons and Dragons if you've never played. So my son plays Dungeons and Dragons Adventurers League. He also DMs his own game. Like he's advanced as a DM, but he hasn't had a lot of chance to play. So we were going to take him and his best friend there a lot this summer for either the 6 o'clock or 8 o'clock because they can go later at night, right? Olympia is like half an hour away from Tacoma. So we could do the 8 o'clock one. You could still get into Taekwondo in the evening, then go there. And so that was the plan. We missed a couple. Then we went to Perry's watching. Yeah, thanks, John. John, I'm about halfway through my contest entry for you, and it's not going to be 7 people. I got to include like 15, 20 people. It's getting insane. I'm having fun doing it, but it's going to be insane. Anyway, back to the story. So yeah, I mean, honestly, I just felt bad. Like we went once in the beginning of the summer and he had a blast, went with his friend. He had a blast. Then like we had the trip to New York and then something else came up. And then 2 weeks ago, 2 weeks ago, he broke his wrist at Taekwondo. So we didn't go that night. I was with him in the emergency room of the hospital for till 2 a.m. So we definitely missed it. And then I went on a trip to Spokane for work and I came back and, I said, I know I'm coming back Wednesday. I don't care. I'll drive 5 hours across the state. I'll rest for a couple hours, and then I'll be able to take him down to Olympia that evening. Well, of course, driving back across Snoqualmie Pass 990, tractor trailer blows a tire, and I run over this massive tire just laying across the road. It's like 3 feet high, and boom, and it rips my bumper off, and so I come home and it's like, yeah, I've just been through this, slightly traumatic thing. It was no big deal. But so we missed that. So tonight I'm like, all right, I'm going to bring you down there. And he's like, yeah, because he asked earlier today. So I talked to my wife and, his arm's still bothering him, but he's gotten the cast. What's he going to do? He's a young kid full of energy. So road gators do suck, Joe. They do suck indeed. So we went down to Gabby's and she has, like I said, this area dedicated to gaming. She's actually got a DM to run the DMs, basically. So one guy just said, oh, you're new. What level is your character? Have you been here before? Go to that table. Oh, you've been here before. Go to this table. Oh, it's your first time. Go over here. I mean, I'm talking like 30, 50 people. She makes this big speech, not big speech, it's like 2 minutes long at the beginning, telling people this is a friendly atmosphere. There's no, it's a family-friendly atmosphere, especially the 6 o'clock one. Because there's lots of kids there and, how to behave and how to treat each other with respect. So it's a lot of fun. Kids have a great time and I get to go look through the back issue bins. Now I've already scraped this place pretty hard looking for Hans and stuff, but I went through the 25-cent boxes today because I don't usually go through those. And I hit a good bit of gold. So let's just share, man. Let's just share and see what we got here. So beautiful read, Incognito by Ed Brubaker. I don't know why it's not more popular. This is up there with Criminal and Femme Fatale. Just beautiful stuff. So for a quarter, boom. Hey, that's a wraparound cover. Look at that wrappy. Nice. So, this comic's getting a lot of spec on it. I wouldn't go out and buy it, but for a quarter, I'll buy it. This is where T'Challa declares war, or Wakanda declares war on Atlantis because Atlantis is starting those earthquakes that they hinted at in was it Endgame or Infinity War? I think it was Infinity War. So that's a nice spec book. Key Comic Markets Watch or Key Collector app, whatever, for whatever it's worth, has it listed as a $7 comic. I bought it at a 25-cent comic. I used to read Raymond D. Feist novels. Out of like the 30 novels he wrote, there were like 10 that were worth reading, and 4 or 5 of them were just spectacular. And so to find his stuff serialized is really cool. And I know I've got some of these. This is issue 4 and 5 of Thrift War. It's just fun stuff. And not people don't even know are on it, but it's just pretty cool. Grab these. I think I'm missing these 2. I should have checked, but I was kind of like not in a rush. I'm just like, let me get through this. I've yet to read this. I'm almost have the whole Grant Morrison run. I hear it's great. Just looking at the covers. Covers are outstanding, outstandingly cool. And so I'm really, really psyched to read Morrison's run on a set of knockers. Wow, that's really inappropriate. So I'm really excited to read the whole run here. Yeah, should be good. Picked up a Shaolin Cowboy. I don't have this one for 25 cents, man. If you guys don't know Shaolin Cowboy, you got to read some Shaolin Cowboy. I mean, this dude is fighting sharks with a chainsaw on the end of a pole. Come on now. Oh, man, it's cool. It's just so cool. Found a Lock and Key. Head Games number 5. I'll add that to my... Oh, Joe, that will be in one of the Marvel packs for sure. That might be in more than one of the Marvel packs, but absolutely. Thanks for asking. That's I got some, as you see, some of these comics I got for myself, like Shaolin Cowboy, because I don't think I have that one. Some of them are going to be added to lots. This will be added to the Lock and Key lot, because if I could throw an extra book in there that cost me $0.25, great. This is Kelly Sue DeConnick's first book for Marvel. I think I've got issues 1, 4, and 5. It's a 5-issue limited series. This is issue 3. So that's pretty darn cool. I'm excited for that. Before McKelvey did Phonogram with Kieran Gillen, and way before he did Wicked and Divine, he did his own book called Suburban Glamour. I only ever had 1 issue. Now I've got issue 4 of 4. Pretty cool. A little beat up, but for a quarter, I'm not going to complain. Run, filler! Astro City. Run, filler! Boom, ba-dum. Gotta love the run, filler. Way to go. Run, filler. Don't you know? Batman Beyond Rebirth. I just thought I'd throw into that Rebirth number 1 lot I have. And then check these out, man. I got the first 4 issues of Fathom. Now there is, and this is from the volume 1. Volume 1, number 1, first printing. Now I know that with Fathom there's an issue 0. That's worth like $10, and then there's a free previews. That's like the first appearance of Fathom. But what do I care, man? First 4 Fathom. Beautiful Michael Turner art. Beautiful. Just beautiful. Just beautiful stuff. They actually had this in the 25-cent bin, and I'm like, that's a really good read. I know I could have grabbed 10 of those at FCBD. But for 25 cents, I'll get that. And the guys at the register is like, it's a free comic. Take it for free. So I said, okay, take it for free. Now, this is a great story. Even if you don't read Deadly Class, this issue is a one-shot. You don't need to know the whole story. It helps. But the guys go to a Fishbone concert. And if you've never been to a Fishbone concert in like 1992, it's hard for me to explain to you like how cool that was, like how much of my childhood that was. So it's pretty awesome. Excuse me. That's not 25 cents. There we go. I wasn't going to do a Han slot because I'm running out of like duplicates, but I'm going to do a Han slot in my auction because I just got all these Stephanie Hahn's Journey into Mystery 645. That's a sick cover too. I like that. This is the one-shot that started the 5-issue crossover between New Mutants and the Journey into Mystery Crew. I don't even know what you call them, the Asgardians, I guess. At least Loki and a few of them. Got another copy of that, so I probably won't put that in the lot because that'd be pretty weird. There's part 2 of that. That's 637. There's part 4. That's 638. The part 3 and 5 are some New Mutants books. I did not get doubles of those. This is one of my all-time favorite Stephanie Hans covers. Got a little Thunderbolts action. Stephanie Hans cover. Still love like this part. This sticks out as a little wrong for me. I'm going to critique her art, which I'm loath to do because I'm a Mad Fiend fan, but I kind of have to. I love her work in Aliens Defiance. Unfortunately, we went some. Well, actually, that's not too bad. Oh yeah, it is. I remember. I don't know if you can see that right up there. Got a little crinkle, but what you gonna do, right? And then a little Journey into Mystery. I think I already showed you that one, so another double. But hey, doubles is doubles is doubles, right? Okay. So what do we got? These next 4 I actually purchased at regular price. This is Stephanie Hans' variant to Psylords #2. She's playing with color here. I mean, certainly this familiar poses you see from her characters. Not sure necessarily if I love this kind of like light, almost pastel-y colors. Not my favorite, but I do, think she's got the right to celebrate. Now, these are really cool. I know nothing about Deadman, DC character. I'm totally ignorant. This is a 3-book series. She did the covers to 1, 2, and 3. This is book 3. I showed off book 1 the other day, about a week ago. This is book 2, and that's some great artwork. I like that. That's really nice, really nice. And then they had this, and it didn't have a price on, but the guy just charged me $3 for it. It's a minor key, but more importantly, this goes into that massive X-Men lot that I'm going to be selling. It's like 60 comics at this point, and I had 311, 312, 313. I didn't have 314. Now I got 314. Bada bing, bada boom. We're pretty happy. Z Collects, are you going live a little late, or are you telling me I'm going live a little late? I don't know. Drew, my friend, how are you? I am good, man. I'm out of comics to show off. I'm just chilling here. So if anybody's missing it, I'm having an auction Friday night. I am going solo only because I got so much stuff. I'm trying to kind of clear out some space, clear out just some brain space. Clear out the need to organize comics and kind of build up the PayPal a little bit because it got drained this summer. And yeah, so this is half of one of those lots that I'm going to be doing at the auction. So we're just going to swing by that quickly. A couple X-Men 1s. X-Force 4, 3rd appearance of Deadpool. X-Men 217. X-Men 239, first cover appearance of Mr. Sinister. X-Men 241 is important for some reason, or maybe it's not. 242, I just ran that by. Thanks, Drew. 243, 249. This is the first time that Psylocke, I think, gets her like modern look. That's a key. That's a big key, actually. 258, 269, 271, 275. I showed this off yesterday, so kind of doing the same thing here. Check it out, man. I love that cover. That's Storm and Bishop. Wow. That's so nice. So cool. We got a little 284. And then Bishop's just like Wills Portacio action. So, I mean, this is going to be kind of the flavor of the auction. You got a little bit of everything, man. I'm not like focused on one thing or another. This is a massive, like, I call it beginners, That storm cover is amazing. You can call it beginner X-Men lot, man. And this is only half of it. The other half's in the other room, and I just showed it off yesterday. I don't want to repeat myself too much. Um, but yeah, I've got that. I've got some high-end stuff like that X-Men 130 first appearance of Dazzler. I got that Fathom lot. I got that Hans lot. It's gonna be boom. Stop by if you got a little bit of money. There'll be something there for you. I've got stuff that should go, high, stuff that should go low. Everybody's gonna be able to grab something. I just search for bargains and I buy doubles I don't need, and then I get like feeling of guilt, and so I end up selling stuff. Raise your hand if you do that. I certainly do. So yeah, man. Those of you who came in here from Perry's, that's awesome. He's watching. I turned him on. I did this last night, and it was just like it happened. But tonight, I kind of forced it because I was like, all right, I'll go live and I'll check Perry's show. There you go, don't you know? But yeah, he's awesome in this lurking. So those of you who came by because you were lurking with Perry, I appreciate it. Definitely got you can't put on airs. I don't care how I get viewers and subscribers. It's all good. And yeah, man, that's about it. So I will catch you guys later. Tomorrow is what, Thursday? So Friday, 8 p.m. 8 p.m. Friday is the day. What day? The day that I'm having the auction. What auction? My auction. My comic book auction. Peace, man. Good night, everybody.